Hi guys, welcome to my video today. Today we are going to be looking at how to do a Photoshop thumbnail as you can see on your screen. Stay tuned. Okay, my name is K from K Graphics, and today I'm here to show you how to make a simple flyer or thumbnail, YouTube thumbnail for your video. So we are just going to go and open up our Adobe Photoshop. I'm going to put a link in the description where you can get to download it for free if you are not willing to pay for Adobe Photoshop. Once it opens up, give it a few seconds. So as you can see, there are a few changes in Photoshop 2021. That is, if you have used Photoshop a few years back. Photoshop used to be like this, but now they have the home panel where you can see your recent works. Usually it pops up like this, but I decided to make it like this. So when you download it afresh, this won't pop up, but I'm going to do a tutorial later on and upload it. I think that will be a live stream, and I'll upload it onto the channel. So I'm going to just create new. Now if your scratch discs are full, when you enter the numbers automatically, you can just use the film and video over here that you see. There are many templates for phones, for tablets, for whatever device or whatever need that you need it for. So we are just going to choose 720. Now I'm going to fix screen. I'm just going to just do everything I do. Everything will be in this tutorial, so there's no need to worry. Okay, so what we are going to do now is that first of all, we are going to take our gradient tool. Now usually it will be set on the paint bucket, but right click and select gradient. For the gradient, we are going to pick a purple and we are going to pick this. Now we are going to draw a thin line from here to here, and then we have this. Voila! So we have our first gradient. Now the bottom over here has a plus and it says create new layer. So we are going to create a new layer. Go to edit and press fill. Please choose 50% gray and make sure the blending mode is normal. As you can see, like this, the blending mode is normal. So now that we have, once you succeed through that, we are ready to go to the next step. So go to filter, noise, add noise. We are going to add a grain effect to it. Now how are we supposed to show the grain effect on the background? So this is how it works. We are going to change the blending mode for this. So make sure you are selected on the layer of this 50% gray layer that we created. Press on the blending mode option and change it to overlay. We have an overlay of whatever that's being shown on the other layer. So it's a layer upon a layer, but it's visible onto one, so it joins itself. But I made it like this because maybe some people may want to turn it off, so I didn't want to do it directly on the gradient. Okay, so we are going to log that in using this. Now next thing, we are going to drag our image in. So what we are going to do is that we are going to press file, open, and I'm going to take my image. That's me, by the way. So if I want to turn this into a normal layer, just right click and press layer from background. Press OK and press properties. Now scroll down and press select subject. could just press remove background, but make sure that all the subjects sides are selected. So maybe you may be on the move tool, so you may have this. I went to my quick selection tool. Usually it may be on the object selection tool, but I right clicked and I chose the quick selection tool. I use most of these most of the time, so that's why it has changed. The next time we come, I'm going to take you through a full tutorial on Photoshop. So we are going to press the layer mask and our background goes off. Now we are going to drag it out. So just drag it out like this. Now we are going to do drag and drop. So select the picture here and drop it. Now I am positioned on this side, so I'm going to transform and flip horizontally. Now I'm going to make it not all that big, and I'm going to use a font. So this is the type tool. Use this, and I'm going to choose the font Geometry 415 BLKBT. It's up here. I'll put the fonts that I use in the description below. Some of them you may have, some of them you may not, so I'm going to put them in the description below. So that's the default text that it comes with. So we want to do something very similar to what you saw on your screen before you decided to open up the video. So like this. So we are going to enter how to create a. Now as you can see, it's centered in the middle, so I'm going to center it at the side like this. So how to create a. So to shrink it, I can just select this, or I can just put my cursor on this and drag it backwards. The next font is going to be Bibas New, and I'm going to choose a bold. So simple. What was the word again? Simple template. Yeah, I wanted to make it as simple as possible so that you guys could jump on and do something creative. You could send it to me on my email. I'll put that in the description box below. The font that I used for the 4 over here is actually the same font for my logo, that is the K graphics. So that font is called Blacksword. So I'm going to enter 4, and I'm going to choose Blacksword. They are all in my recent, so yeah. Now we are going to do the same opening thing again, but this time we are going to add our YouTube. So you add your logo or whatever you want to add. Do the same drag and drop thing, and then that's it. So what you want to do to open the layer style is double click on the layer, and it will open up the layer style. Now we are going to choose a stroke. Now this stroke is going to be only 2 pixels, and you can see that it's already looking fabulous. Alright, to add my logo, I'm just going to open the PS project that I used for this YouTube thumbnail. I'm just gonna place that in. Of course, you don't have to place in my logo, but sure, it's okay. You can place in your own logo. It doesn't have to be mine. So now I'm gonna just Okay, so I think that's it. I'm gonna show you the PS tutorial part. What we are gonna do next is to add the PS logo. So let's close these because they are taking up a good amount of space. Okay, we can close the YouTube icon. Now we're going to open the PS logo. So I'm gonna put all of these in a drive document for you guys so that you can use it. So just do the same drag and drop. And as you can see, this is very large, so I'm just going to use my zoom tool to go back and scale it back into proportion. Now I'm going to use the same zoom tool and go to photo screen. Now for this one, I use the simple font. It's almost laptops, but if you don't have it, I'm going to put it in the drive. So it's called Century Gothic, and I use the bold. Sorry, just a bold, not bold italic. Tutorial. Now I can actually get these two to move together, and that is called linking in Photoshop. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to select the PS logo. I'm gonna level that well. Good. I'm gonna select the PS logo, and I'm gonna hold on my shift and press on the tutorial so it has selected both. Use the link button right down here to link them, and they'll move together. So as you can see, it's moving together now. So shrink it all the way to below. So now for my logo, as you can see, it's a little bit faded out. I used a smart object for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit that smart object. To edit smart object, you need to press on the little paper thing down there twice, and then it'll open up. So it's a smart object and a smart object. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to open that smart object and edit the layer style, and I'm going to change, I'm going to change that. I'm going to press on save and press on save here as well. So when you save, it saves the smart object work that you have done. I think I need to switch, need to reverse the effect. So I'm gonna go back in it. To reverse a gradient, all you have to do is just go to the layer style. Go to the layer style, go to gradient and press. Okay, so yeah, that was what was wrong. The reverse was on. I actually want to switch it a bit. Okay, yeah, so that's that. Save. So when you save, it doesn't actually save the PS document, it saves the smart object document that you created. So that's it. Or you know what, if your logo is still bothering you and you can't do anything about that, you can just change the direction of your gradient. Just select your gradient tool and change the direction backwards like this. So opposite ways, depending on where you start, the effect is how it'll, depending on where you started, the effect is how it will show up. So I'm going to re-edit the logo one last time. Yeah, and as you can see, it's showing that much. So I'm just going to keep dragging a little bit of the blue over here, not too much. Yeah, so that's it. Now for the last part that we are going to do is that we are going to save it. So what we are going to do is we are going to press file to press save. So confused right now, it's my first time. I'm going to press save. Now choose where you want it to go. There's my personal folder that I use. You can choose it to be on the desktop, but it may get plentier as you go on, so make a folder specifically for PS projects. There's my PS project folder, so I'm just going to save it as YouTube thumbnail 2 because I have a previous one. So you can press OK on that and it will save as YouTube thumbnail 2. So now we are going to save this as an image as well. So now we don't press save as anymore. For those who were using Photoshop and knew how to save images, we don't use save as anymore. We use save a copy. So we are just going to press where we want to save. I'm going to save this in Elements and I'm going to save it as a JPEG. You can also save it as a PNG, but I prefer you should use JPEG. Alright, so save. Now your quality should be high, not maximum high. I think you should change that from progressive to baseline and OK. So once you're done, you can close your project and close down Photoshop and you're done. So now we are going to open up our thumbnail and this is it. It's very simple, but it's very eye-catching and beautiful as well. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please like, share, comment and subscribe for more videos like these and for more videos related to the First Love Center or Dark Keyword Mills. Till next time, bye guys. Where you